Hi you guys, so in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a fondant Spider-Man cake topper. Let's hop into the video. I'm going to be using Fonderific fondant. I love the way it tastes, I love the way it stretches, it's amazing. You're going to want to use toothpicks, Wilton's No Taste Red, and Wilton's Royal Blue. You'll also need Tylose powder, you can also use CMC. You're going to want to start by taking a generous amount of coloring with your toothpick and applying it to the fondant, and then mixing it until you get the color that you desire. You're then going to repeat the step with the red, but apply way more so it'll get a more vibrant color. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the stretch? I am in love. So now you're going to add the CMC or Tylose powder. This helps make it harder as it dries. Now you're going to roll your blue fondant into a ball and cut the top part off, and then slice it in half to make his legs. You're then going to roll his legs in between your hands just to get a base look before you start the shaping process. So you're going to use your pinky to indent his calves and use a Dresden tool to create the creases in his pants. So for his foot, you're going to make a sausage and then use your pinky to create the angle and pinch for the tip of the toe. You're then going to take a ball tool and indent the top and place it on the calf. And right now I'm just shaping the foot to get the look that I want. Now for the body, you're just going to roll it into the shape of a sausage, and then you're going to sit it down on a flat surface and roll opposite ends until you get a long sausage. This is what I found easiest for me. And for the hands, you're just going to use your pinkies to create a wrist. Now you're going to be shaping the body and creating the arms. And then for his neck, you're going to pinch and squeeze on opposite sides. Then for the body, you're just going to shape up his waist, and you're going to match it up to his legs. I ended up cutting him down just a little bit. Now for his hands, you're just going to smush down those palms, and to create the thumb, you're going to cut out a little triangle, and then you're going to slice in 3 indents for his fingers. You're then going to take the end of your Dresden tool and define those tiny little fingers, and repeat on the other hand. Now to create the elbows, you're going to take your Dresden tool and indent the little slits that you have in your elbows. You're then going to roll out a strip of fondant and cut it into a thin piece, and this is going to be the belt that you put on his waist. So funny thing, I'm looking at Spider-Man and I'm like, he looks different. That is because he is thick. But you know, thick thighs save lives. Now to create his head, you're just going to roll a tiny ball and pinch at the bottom to create his chin. And drop it, apparently. Now you're just going to put his head up to the body to make sure it's the right proportion, and then glue it on with water, and that's what it should look like. You're then going to want to take some saran wrap and put it under his head just to hold his head up as it dries. For the rest of his suit, you're going to cut out some blue strips and apply it to the outside of his arm and the inside of his arm using water. Now painting on the webbing, I do suggest that you either use a smaller paintbrush or an edible marker. It just so happens that mine dried out. To do the webbing, you're going to do vertical lines, and going across you're going to make U's that line up. You're then going to repeat this step on the other foot and both arms. For the face, imagine that you're slicing a pie, and once you're done slicing that pie, make the U's. And after you're done painting with the black gel, this is what you should have. I like to make things easier for myself, so I use the teardrop cutter, and then I cut it on a diagonal, and then after you cut them, you do want to make sure that both eyes match up. Now, one size fits all does not apply to me apparently, so for this part I had to take off my gloves. Just make sure that your hands are clean. And just when I thought I had the eye on, nope. Once you finally get the eye on, you're going to take some black gel and you're going to paint around the eye, creating the final touch on the mask. And there you have it, a fondant Spider-Man cake topper. If you'd like to see how I made the cake, I'll link it in the description box below. Thanks for watching.